Hello, my royal lovelies, and welcome back to the channel. Right, today, now I could have chosen to have made a video about Prince Harry in Africa and, of course, his absence from Meghan for close on 2 weeks, which I'm going to do next week on Monday. I have chosen to have a Harry and Meghan free video. I know I've just mentioned them, but that's just to communicate with you what my intentions are. But I also want to do a little bit of a test because, and I'm not calling anybody out here on this channel because I know that all of my viewers are very discerning, but I do have people that comment that they don't want to hear about Harry and Meghan. And then when I do make a video that's not about Harry and Meghan, nobody watches it. So what I'm saying is, if I make this video about William and Catherine and the other royals and nobody watches it, it discourages creators from making the content that you say that you want to watch. So I'm not having a go at you, my lovies. I really am not. But all I'm saying is there's no point in a creator creating something that their audience is not going to watch. That's not going to fly with any YouTuber. So please continue watching this video to get it pushed out to as many people as possible to prove that videos that don't include Harry and Meghan bashing actually can do well. Right, I'm going to move on quickly. So, Catherine has been back to royal duties. Well, I say royal duties. Kind of. She met an aspiring photographer with a rare form of cancer. Now, of course, royal fans, royal watchers, you and I have expressed our delight at seeing Catherine ease back slowly, gradually into public engagements, of course, after her announcement that she had completed a course of preventative chemotherapy. Prince William invited the young cancer sufferer to Windsor Castle to take pictures. The girl in question is called Liz Hatton. She is 16 and unfortunately she is battling a rare and very aggressive type of cancer, a tumour, and of course was asked by William to join him at an investiture to take pictures that he was holding to capture what was going on because Liz is a keen photographer and she has made a bucket list of different things that she wants to try and photograph before it happens, you know what I mean. So this was one of her bucket list dreams and William and Catherine made it come true. So it was really, really great to see that in action. Real empathy, real compassion in action. And it was great to see Catherine really sort of keeping her promise that she was going to, you know, get to grips with cancer charities and really sort of help people, but in her own way, in her own time. And I think that was fantastic to see. Liz later wrote online, "Such lovely, genuine and kind people. I'm over the moon that my family had this experience." And of course, I will put some photos. Liz was accompanied by her mother, Vicky, stepfather, Aaron, and brother, Matteo. A royal spokesperson said, "The prince found out about Liz through the London Air Ambulance charity, of which he is patron. And following the investiture, both the Prince and Princess of Wales met Liz privately with her family to hear about her day and journey." I should also talk about last week. Catherine was spotted in the audience for a performance of Akram Khan's Giselle at Sadler's Wells Theatre in London. So it's nice to see Catherine actually getting out and about and enjoying some of life's pleasures. I think that is all part of the recovery process. So great to see Catherine back to it. Right, I am the royal reviewer and I do not shy away from topics that are questionable, shall we say. You know, I assess everything. You know, I am known, I like to think, for, you know, being very open about things and exactly what I think. So this story came as a little bit of a surprise to me. because Prince William revealed that the reason he missed the Olympics in Paris was a caring gesture to Catherine. He said that he didn't go because he was concerned about catching COVID and making Catherine ill. Okay, fine. I mean, that is a extremely valid reason for not going to the Olympics. It's certainly one that I think is important, and I think it's one that a caring husband most definitely should do. However, other royal critics, royal fans have pointed out that he did also attend the football and the Taylor Swift concert with the children, and also Catherine attended Wimbledon. So, is COVID not a concern for those events? Why just the Olympics? The answer is that I don't know. I have absolutely zero idea why. It does seem like a contradiction. And it seems weird to bring something up that then is going to get obviously blown up and picked on. It's like, open... A comment like that is like offering the Sussex squad a plate with a cake on it and saying, here you go, have some cake. Because it's one of those things that's really easy to spread around social media in disgusting, hate-filled tweets or X's, whatever they're called. I think they're still called tweets. You see my point, I'm sure. Don't set yourself up, William. Again, the truth is probably that we don't have enough information on it. I would imagine that, William and Catherine's attendance at these different events would have been wholly dependent upon what stage of Catherine's recovery she was at that time. Perhaps when it was the Olympics, Catherine's immune system was low. Perhaps when she went to Wimbledon, it was doing better and she was more resistant. Perhaps when William went to Taylor Swift with the children and went to the football, she was a bit more resilient. Perhaps at the time of the Olympics, she really wasn't feeling very well. So I think that's the most likely scenario, is that everything was agreed to on a case-by-case basis. The problem is that is very kind of difficult to communicate when you make a throwaway comment that can then get snowballed by people that mean you harm. Of course, I'm talking about the Sussex squad, Harry and Meghan supporters. So that's what I think it is. Do I think William should probably have not mentioned it? Yeah, I think it just opens a can of worms that unless you go into even more detail, then, it's like open free season for your haters. So haters gonna hate. We all know that haters gonna hate. But that's what I think. That's my assessment of that situation and that scenario. So I'm a firm believer in never complain, never explain. So there we go. Prince William also revealed whilst in Tyne and Wear at a swimming pool reopening. Now, you know what? That's the sort of engagements that I kind of like to see royals at. It's not a big set piece event. It's not going to change the world. It's not going to set the world on fire, is it? Opening up a swimming pool. But these are, in my opinion, the humble bread and butter royal events that I think royals should be doing, because it shows local people that royals or somebody high up cares about you. That someone has taken the time to visit your swimming pool and cut a ribbon or unveil a plaque and actually show you a little bit of time and love and attention to make you feel listened, to make you feel heard. I'm not just talking about swimming pools, I'm talking about other events as well, opening local, shops or supermarkets, or, attending, museums or whatever it might be. Work in the local community is vital, and I would like to see our working royals, in a weird kind of way, doing less set-piece events and more work like this. So well done, William, for doing more kind of grassroots work. Like I say, it's not going to set the world on fire. I should hope not. It's a swimming pool. Plenty of water on tap. But you know what I mean. It's just really, really nice to, these sorts of events are really valued by the people. And is it going to bring in loads of money to the swimming pool? No, probably not. But it's not about that. It's about that good feeling, that feeling about being cared, that someone cares about you. You might not feel that the government cares about you, but you know that William has taken the time to visit your swimming pool. Anyway, I digress. So, William has revealed that his eldest son, Prince George, is an avid scuba diver during his visit to the pool. So as William chatted to Team GB Olympians, including Adam Peaty and Tom Dean, he responded that while in conversation with the elite swimmers, he revealed that he and his super sporty wife, Catherine, they put Kate. I was trying not to read Kate. I'm trying to substitute all of the Kates for Catherines. That they adore the sport, and their 11-year-old son has picked up a more daring underwater activity. Catherine and I both adore swimming. George loves scuba diving, he said. He was 10 years old. We took him under thinking he'd freak out, but he absolutely loved it. It's just introduced him to the world of water. My first time scuba diving was roughly that age as well. I think I was 10 or 11. So I had trouble with the mask fitting. I still do. I've got quite a narrow face. So the masks are always a bit too wide and then water always gets in. I always have trouble with my mask. But I do love snorkeling. I do love scuba diving. I haven't done it since I was 11. But it was a really magical experience. So I'm hoping that Prince George is having, the same kind of experience. And I think it's really good to have an affinity with the water. I myself am a little bit of a water baby. Right, let's sprinkle in a little bit of Duchess of Edinburgh, a little bit of Sophie, who has very bravely, and very brazenly actually, plucked a spider from an officer's shirt during a visit to a military camp and shared a sweet moment with a soldier's child. I think this is really, really sweet. So again, this is the sort of, work that doesn't really get the attention unless there's a spider involved. And it's really nice to see Sophie a lot more in the news these days. It's really, really nice to see that. So she obviously spotted a spider on the officer's shirt and then sort of, brushed it away. Very proactive. Maybe it's a little money spider. I don't know. I don't think Edward and Sophie need any more money, really. They've got a massive house and all the luxuries that they deserve to have, to be quite honest. Anyway, she repeat wore the dress, so if you care about it, she re-wore it I think she wore it at the Christmas service at Sandringham in 2017. But there we go. Again, it's quite nice to see royals re-wearing clothes. It's not really anything new. Princess Anne has been recycling clothes for absolute donkey years, as we say in the UK. Sorry if you just heard some clicking noises. I was just turning my lights on. It's going a little bit dark here in Shropshire. I will, of course, include lots of photos of this engagement. Right. I don't know whether I'm having a little bit of a relapse in terms of voice. I had some voice issues the other week. I wasn't feeling very well. I think I've got some residual hangover issues. So the plan is that I will probably do a video on Monday about Prince Harry in Africa. And I want to give all my thoughts in one big go on that. So I do have some particular thoughts to kind of offload about that. And then hopefully we'll have, because it's been very busy the last couple of weeks with Harry being away from Meghan and doing solo engagements. I'm quite happy. I'm quite looking forward to Harry going back to relative obscurity, just to give me a little bit of a break, my loves. It's been something every single day. Ugh. Anyway, so I'm hoping we'll have a bit of a, Markle-free zone for a couple of weeks, hopefully, unless she's got something planned. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and of course, do hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me, mwah, to you all my lovies, and goodbye.